So what I will do for the meditation for today, let me describe it since we have a few newcomers, is that for the next 30 minutes, what I'll invite you to do first is just get you into a place of relaxation and rest. So what I will do, oh my goodness, and I will then have, through doing a deep relaxation and doing a body scan, and I'll walk you through that. After that, I will then invite you to breathe through your heart, invite you to hold a feeling of presence and pleasance, usually a sense of warm feeling, or you can use the word relax, or you can use the word peace, or you can imagine a person or a place or a pet or a situation, a memory that brings warm and loving feeling to you. And you're going to sustain in that place once you get there. And once you're there, we're going to hold in that deep silence and presence together as a group for about 10 to 15 minutes. And that's usually our 30 minutes. And I'll walk you through that. And as usual, do not do anything that makes you uncomfortable. This should be your time. It's to honor your space. And if you have any questions afterwards, please feel free to message me or email me so that we can connect that way. All right. So find yourself a comfortable position to sit in, whether it's on a chair, on your bed. And so for some, actually standing feels good, or lying down feels good. Allow yourself to go into that position. And invite yourself to close your eyes so that the stimulation from the external environment can be minimized if that feels good to you. And start breathing. Becoming aware of that breath as you breathe in, filling the lungs, expanding the belly, expanding the lungs, pulling down the diaphragm, and breathe out gently and softly, and allow the belly to soften and allowing the air to come out. Breathe in and breathe out. And continue in the state of just gentle, conscious breathing. And take a moment to scan through the whole body and see if there's any tension around, or there's anything that's uncomfortable that's preventing you to go a little bit deeper. And just kind of allow yourself to adjust into it. Give permission. Create that space for yourself. There's no absolute in this practice. It's very much about becoming aware and shifting to what feels right. It's a very much loving practice to yourself. So I'd like you to take a moment while doing this breathing. In your mind's eye, think about what is it that you would like to come out of this next 30-minute being. Who's this person in yourself? We're not going to transform, or we're not going to come out and call upon a whole new person in yourself. There is within yourself this person that you love already, that you can imagine and bring out more of, with more joy, more calmness, more courage, more clarity, whatever it is. Allow this moment to come into this clear vision of who it is that you'd like to emerge for the next 30 minutes coming out as. Become clear with that connection and that image, and go back into that breathing. And now we'll begin. Bring your awareness to the top of your head, to the hair above your hairline. Become aware of the skin around your scalp, the top of your head, your forehead. Pay attention to see if there's any sensation, temperature changes, how the skin feels. And now scan your attention to your eyebrows, your eyelids, your eyelashes, and the space behind the eyelids. Become aware of any tension you hold in your temple area. If your eyes are closed, what is it that you see behind those eyelids? Now draw your attention to your nose, your nostrils. And each time you breathe in, if it's through the nose, what is it that you feel? What kind of air are you sensing? What's the temperature of it? What's the smell? And as the air enters through your nose and down to your throat, down to your chest, down to your lungs, how does it feel? How does the muscle around that lung feel as you expand and pull their air in and allow for oxygen to come in? Become aware of that process and soften into this observation. If you notice any tension in the way you're breathing, gently soften. And if your awareness starts wandering around, gently bring it back. Back to the breathing, back to the chest and the lungs that we're scanning over, and that air that's coming through the nose. Now bring your attention to your cheeks, the skin around the two sides of your face, your jaws. Is there any tension? Become aware of your lips, your teeth. Take a moment to just try to feel every single one of your teeth, upper and lower. What does it feel like? How about the tongue? Where is it placed? How does it feel against your teeth or wherever it's placed? Can you feel any wetness or dryness, texture to the tongue? The jaws. Become aware of your ears, your earlobes. And as the sound enters through your ears, what is it that you feel? Where does it go? Be a gentle observer. Be curious. And keep breathing all along. And now bring your awareness to your throat, the front of your throat, the back and your neck, and all the muscles surrounding your neck. Any tension, any sensations in the skins. Now become aware of your shoulders on each side and scan down gently from the shoulder to your elbow, from your elbow to your forearms, and your forearms, your wrist, fingers, fingertips. Take a moment to scan through every single one of your fingers, the space between your fingers. Notice any temperature, sensations, textures as where the hand is placed. Now bring your awareness to your chest, from your throat down to your chest. And with each breath, imagine the ocean water coming in and out of the sandy beach, rising and falling. Feel how your chest and your ribs expand and change, open and close. Feel your belly. Feel the muscles around your belly. Scan down to the lower area where you imagine your bladder might be or your pelvis might be. Do you notice any tension that you're holding? And now bring your awareness to your back, from the top of your neck, one vertebra. Slowly count it down all the way down to the upper back, the mid back, the lower back. all the way to the sacrum. Become aware of any sensations or tensions or textures or skin sensations or muscle tension or anything that brings attention awareness to you and the movements you create. And now bring the awareness down to the thighs and your knees and your shins and your calves. Notice how you're holding the weight and the position of your legs. Are they crossed? Are they sitting on something or resting on something? Bring your attention down to your feet, the top of your feet, the bottom of your feet, and become aware of every single toes and the space between each toes. And take a moment and bring that awareness back to your whole body. And scan it from top to bottom, gently and softly and easily. Bring your awareness to your chest area and your heart area. And take a moment and focus there. Softly. Never such an intense attention that it feels uncomfortable or become tense. Kind of just scanning through. It's almost just like looking at a flower or observing the sky or the ocean. Feel your chest rise and fall. And now bring your attention to your heart area. You may even put your hand over your heart if that feels good to help focus that attention. You can put both hands on if that feels good too. And start breathing through your heart as the heart takes in every sip of air. Oxygenated, bringing oxygen into the lungs. And from the lungs to your circulation and bringing oxygen to every bit of your organs, revitalizing it. And breathe out through your heart, bringing any used air, carbon dioxide, and allow it to come out and continue the process of renewal. And now in this place of heart, as you're breathing in and out, feel the openness and the space behind your palms, behind the chest wall, inside your heart. Breathe into it, giving it life, giving it attention. And now invite you to bring in a feeling of pleasant sensation, whether it's through a memory of a person, a place, a pet, or even a simple word such as love or peace or ease. Use this opportunity to bring in an image that creates calmness and love and comfort, where it gives you this feeling of softness. And again, each time as your attention goes away, bring it back gently. When you're in a group practice together, you're holding the space that allows each of us to go out of sync for a moment, but have a strong way to come back. Feel the connection you have with yourself, sustaining that pleasant feeling of ease or peace through your heart. And once you're there, I invite you to sustain that feeling and allow that feeling to expand wider and wider and wider. And sit in presence with that feeling of peace and ease in your heart area. We call it the heart coherence, where there's a synchronicity with your nervous system, allowing for that relax and digest system called parasympathetic nervous system to expand and activate, so that you can take a moment away from this fight or flight stimulation, this freeze mechanism of trauma, and just switch it onto the parasympathetic. So find that space and that presence, and we'll go into a deep silence and stillness and holding that sensation through our heart for the next 10 minutes. Take a moment and breathe in deeply and breathe out. Soften your hands and your posture. Come back to your body. Come back to the awareness of your whole body, the ground that your feet is touching. Move your hands and finger a little bit. I invite you to open your eyes gently. If they were closed, rotate your wrist, rotate your ankles, rotate your shoulders, and stretch your hands up. And take a nice, deep, fresh breath and slow down. Continue slowing down that breath. And breathe in. Shake yourself up a little bit. And so welcome the few people that have joined. That is pretty much the format that I usually go by, although I think once a month I will do a shaking and breathing practice for this unfreezing, which I'll introduce probably maybe last Monday of every month. I'll do that. And again, if you have any questions, email me at the email that you received the reminder for. And have a beautiful day. And allow the image of that presence to continue to grow, kind of like watering and nurturing it. Allow it to continue to expand. It's a very special time now. It takes a lot of concentration and dedication, and that's why the group is here. And that's why it's so important to have community together, that you don't have to talk or hear, just be there, and just knowing the others are there, and just feel through the other senses. Thank you. As usual, it served me greatly. Thank you. And I wish you all have a beautiful day and beautiful week until the next week. Goodbye.